Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today's the day I'm removing my Tomei headers off of my car. It has been long awaited. It took me only a year to finally get here and say I'm gonna remove them. If you guys ever watched my install video on them, it's probably been like a year ago now. I said I wasn't the biggest fan of them and that I might be removing it or I might be changing out my front pipe. I did neither of those things. So now here we are a year later. I'm finally going to remove them. I did try to do some things to make it sound a little bit better. I messed with my front pipe a little bit. I don't know if you guys saw that video. Like the sound just wasn't it yet. Honestly, the only reason why I have a problem with it is because I have unequal length headers with a catless front pipe, and those two combos is like the perfect recipe for an obnoxious tone, an obnoxious car, and honestly I don't love it. I really could have just got a resonated front pipe, which is what I wanted to do originally. Oh, I think JDL has one, but honestly I just never got around to it. Like it wasn't that important to me, so I'd rather just remove them and sell them. So honestly, I love the headers. I feel like if I just had a different front pipe to begin with, I would have had a different impression on them, or even if I had the stock front pipe. But honestly, these cars are all about playing with what works with what and what sounds the best. And I just know that a catless front pipe does not go with unequal length headers. So if you're thinking about doing that combo, unless you want it super loud, then go with that. Really raspy and like high pitched, I didn't like that. I wasn't a fan of that. And I will throw in some sound clips in case you want to get it. I watched back the footage from my old video, and honestly it doesn't even sound that bad on the camera. Like it sounds loud, but it doesn't sound too like raspy, I guess. But in person, it was a whole different story. Definitely something to think about if you're doing unequal length headers. Always goes with unequal length headers just because it gives that little like Subi rumble, you know, and it just makes it sound nice. Because of my front pipe, I don't think I had that experience. So we are going back to stock. Honestly, I don't plan to do any like performance mods on this car because it is my daily. I drive way too far, too often to ever risk it, and you already know once you start touching the engine, there's always gonna be issues with your car. For now, I'm going to leave it. My plan is whenever I do get another daily, I want to turbo this car. So you heard it here. I mean, I feel like I've said it before, but I'm in no rush to do it, honestly. I just want my reliable car without any complications. I can't afford to have this car breaking down on me when I'm driving all over the place for work, and just I live so far from everything. So another main reason why I even wanted to do headers was because I wanted to go on 85. But as for like a power difference, I do feel like I noticed a slight change. So when I did go off of it, did feel like a little change. So honestly, it is worth to go on 85. But honestly, for me, I don't even care that much about it. If anyone was ever curious, I do, in fact, watch my own tutorials on YouTube that I have made to redo stuff and remember how to do things. I'm rewatching the Tomei header install because I already forgot. It's like over a year. Like I cannot even remember what I did yesterday. I'm gonna show you guys the exact same process on how to remove your headers. Whether you're upgrading your headers or going back to stock, vice versa, it's gonna apply to the same thing. It's just an updated version. Now that I've done it once, I think it'll be easier to explain things and make it easier for you guys. So alright, so firstly, I know my engine bay is disgusting. Don't tell me. I want to remove your O2 sensors. Pop the hood, come into here, and be these two plugins, and they're literally just held on by a little clip. So you just pull them apart. I'm gonna follow along the two wires that you just took off. Two little clips. Mine, I'm pretty sure I broke them when I was installing them, so just be careful. Okay, so this is where the first one would be sitting. You see how there's a clip that goes in like that? So it's literally right next to the two plugs, and then you just kind of wiggle it out. Clip. Be another one right here. Oh, you can see my headers right there. RIP. Rest in peace to them. I want to make sure both of these are off and everything's disconnected before you start trying to pull at the headers. So that's the only thing you're going to be doing at the top of the car. Now we come under. We are removing this skid plate, and it's gonna be a couple clips and then 12 and 10 millimeter bolts. Look at how messed up this bolt is from how much I scraped. The Tomei headers are wrapped in fiberglass, so just be careful. It makes you itchy. It stays in your clothes. So okay, so now to take off the headers. This is going to be the same if you're doing stock headers. All of these are going to be 14 millimeters. We got this one, and then we got this one up there, and then I guess there's not one there. Then we got this one and this one up here, and then that one, and then there's gonna be 2 more 14 millimeters that are connecting the headers to the overpipe. So I'm actually gonna do these first. So total there's 8 that we need to take off. Actually 15 millimeter because my 14 didn't fit, but the other ones are 14. Remember the first time I had such a pain to take these off, but if they do get stuck, you could use like a breaker bar or use the little 2 wrench method and just kind of like use one as a breaker bar. Okay, now these are 14 millimeter extension. What we got right now? I already have like this little swivel U-joint type of adapter to get into those weird, hard to get spots, and this would have been perfect right there. I would get out the other side. Okay, now I'm gonna put on the gloves because I'm gonna touch the whole thing that comes down right now. So all of these nuts are just being held on really lightly. So I can start taking them off. There we go. And this is why you remove the sensors, so that you don't yank on them when they come down. Here they both are in all their glory. Obviously, major difference. I can't say like I hate the Tomei headers. I don't. That's not what I'm trying to get at with this video, but it just didn't work with my setup, and I'd rather sacrifice my headers because I don't really see a need for them and I could sell them. So definitely a big difference if you are upgrading. Honestly, I say it's worth it, but if I would have known that my front pipe was going to be an issue with them, I probably would have done equal length, just because it would have definitely sounded better. And I don't know, maybe in the future I'll end up getting some equal length headers, but for now, the unequal are not it for me. Okay, now that you got the headers off, I lay them out and put them on the exact same side of each other where the overpipe connects. Place the other side where the overpipe would connect. They're laid out equally because we are going to be taking off the O2 sensors, and you want to put them in the correct spot. So obviously, so this one has to go in this one, and then this one will go on this top hole. Put them, lay them out the exact same way so that I could do it one by one. This is so heavy. Oh, this is so heavy. They're way heavier than the Tomei. It's like a whole mission right now. This was so hard to get on, like It actually took me, I feel like, an hour. So if you guys can find someone to help you to get it on, to line it up, do that. Where I feel like I had the most trouble is getting in the overpipe bolts to go through. It just was not going in at first. I decided to put this in first, and then these were not lining up. This side would line up, but then this side wasn't going in. But I learned to just try and tighten this as much as you can, because everything would just kind of shift to the side. It's what I was struggling with, is that these wouldn't line up, so I couldn't move it at all. Like, there was no wiggle room. Yeah, try to like tighten these first. Well, not tighten all the way, but like have a good. Final step finally is to connect your O2 sensors back in. And now obviously you want to put back your clips. My bottom one is broken, but you can put this one in. You have the bottom one, that's right here. You know what I deserve after this hard work? Some in and out. I love in and out. And boom, it's another successful install slash taking off. You guys already know we gotta do a cold start. Hopefully it's quieter. The difference in just the cold start is crazy. I'm so much quieter. I'm all for the loud car. If only it had sounded nice and had like a nice tone to it, I would have kept it, but honestly, I'm loving this. I'm so excited to drive the car now. Okay, I'm gonna go for a little test drive and also to get myself in and out because I am starving. I haven't ate since like breakfast. It's 10 p.m. now. I finally cleaned up everything. I changed. I give it a little rev and honestly, it sounds so much quieter. It's like insane. Like compared to what my old one used to be. I'm actually excited to drive for once. I'm not gonna lie, I just like haven't enjoyed driving my car as much because honestly, the sound was such like a buzzkill for me. But when I would get on the freeway and I had to catch up to traffic, oh my gosh. It already sounds so much quieter and just deeper. It has like a deeper tone. That's what my other setup didn't have. We're making a quick pit stop. I don't even think you guys can see me. It's so dark. We're making a quick pit stop to Lonzo's shop to drop off the Impact. He let me borrow it. We here. We got all the FRSs. I think they're working on the 240 right now. I'm pretty sure they're manual swapping it. That's exciting. This looks familiar. You can't see this here. This is Muji's new project. I haven't even seen this.
Perfect. Look at that. I have a fucking Lonzo, we gotta go faster. Okay.
They rocked themselves out.
Back today,
Manual swap gone wrong.
do not record this. This is so bad. This is so bad.
It's no. Yes, yes.
Hey, give me some flyers.
How to steal a 240 101. Okay guys, pumping some gas. Gas is currently $5.30 right now. Not too bad. It's been a lot worse. Gas station lighting is the best. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna show you guys a little like POV on the freeway. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that sounds so much better. I even feel like it's kind of quiet. I'm never gonna be satisfied, honestly. I'm just gonna come to terms with I'll never be satisfied with the sound. So I'd rather just have a normal sounding car. There is some sound to it still, but it's like not really there. I think I'm also just used to hearing such a loud, obnoxious tone that this is like really low to me, but this is the true test for me. Oh my goodness. I can actually step on it without being ashamed of how it sounds. What I want to know now is how my pops will sound. I do have like a pop tune. I mean, they're still there. This is where I'm going to be ending this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions about the headers that I might have not said, if you're thinking about getting them or anything like that, leave them in the comments down below and I'll get back to you guys. Let me know what you guys think compared to the other one, if you guys like the old setup better or now. Just know that on camera it doesn't sound the same as it does in person. So that's where I'm going to be ending this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.